Power Query, Power Pivot, VBA or Office scripts. You've heard of them all, but when should you use each one? And more importantly, when shouldn't you? In this video, I'll walk you through what each tool is best at, when to combine them, and the common mistakes that waste time. Let's get straight into it. Power Query is your data janitor. It gets the data from various sources and cleans it up fast. Think messy files, combining data from different sources, often in different formats. You know, that boring, repetitive data wrangling. Power Query automates all of that. Power Pivot is your data brain. It lets you analyze large data sets using relationships between tables and powerful DAX formulas. Think smarter pivot tables without the row limits of Excel. VBA or Office scripts are your Excel robots. They can automate almost anything, but they're code-based and more fragile. Best used when Power Query, Power Pivot, or another built-in tool can't handle the task. Use Power Query when you regularly receive raw, messy data, whether that's an Excel file, CSVs, PDFs, etc. If you spend more than 5 minutes each time cleaning or reshaping it, if you repeat the same data cleaning steps and wish Excel could just remember what to do next time, or if you need to merge, unpivot, transpose, etc., or load large amounts of data. The great thing about Power Query is it doesn't just clean data, it remembers every step and applies it to new files instantly, enabling you to update your reports with one click. For example, let's say each month you receive a sales report, same format, different data. With Power Query, you point it to the folder where the files are saved, show it what needs cleaning and transforming in one file, and it handles the rest automatically. Then next month, when you get a new file, you can update the query with one click. No more copy-paste or repetitive data cleaning. You can watch a detailed video on the tool here. Power Pivot is great when you're working with multiple related tables. For example, orders, customers, and products, which could also be from different sources. Or you need fast performance on big data sets. Think hundreds of thousands to millions of rows. Or you want dynamic dashboards with slices, timelines, and interactive charts. You need time intelligence like year over year or month over month growth, or weighted moving average, etc. Power Pivot isn't just better pivot tables, it's a data modeling engine inside Excel. Think of it as your built-in database and calculator in one. For example, here I have 6 tables loaded into Power Pivot: orders, customers, products, regions, returns, and dates. Instead of using VLOOKUP or XLOOKUP to bring them into one monster sheet, Power Pivot lets you link all the tables with relationships and write DAX measures that summarize anything. It's cleaner, faster, and far easier to update when the data changes. In an ideal world, you'd use Power Query to gather and clean the data, and then load it direct to the Power Pivot data model, enabling you to build scalable models and interactive reports that update with one click. A common mistake I see are models that don't have the relationships set up correctly. It's essential to get this right because it forms the foundation of everything you do. So check out this detailed video on Power Pivot here. Before we move on, just a quick heads up. If you want to go deeper with Power Query or Power Pivot, I've got step-by-step courses that walk you through everything from beginner to advanced. These courses are packed with real-world examples you can apply right away and include support and mentoring from me personally. You'll find the links in the description and pinned comment below. VBA or Office scripts are great when you want Excel to do things automatically, like emailing reports, saving copies of files, or generating PDFs. Or when you need custom interactions like user input forms or pop-up messages. VBA and Office scripts are like Excel's backstage crew. VBA works in the desktop version of Excel, and Office scripts is great if you also need to automate tasks in Excel Online. A common mistake is using VBA or Office scripts to perform tasks we already have built-in tools for, like cleaning data, which should be done with Power Query. You can get started with VBA and macros here. Now that you've seen when to use each tool, let's zoom out and compare them side by side, because sometimes the real struggle isn't knowing what they do, it's knowing what they don't do. For cleaning, transforming, and combining data, use Power Query. While it's possible with VBA or Office scripts, it's much easier with Power Query, and it doesn't require a special file type like you need with VBA. If you're working with big data, you'll be pleased to know that Power Query can import millions of rows of data and load it to Power Pivot, so you're not restricted by the row limit in Excel. If you're working with data spread across multiple tables, you'll want Power Pivot so you can create a relational data model. Advanced calculations and KPIs can be done with Power Pivot's DAX formulas. Automating tasks like sending emails, use VBA or Office scripts. Trigger actions with buttons or events using VBA or Office scripts. Create interactive dashboards using Power Pivot, pivot tables, and charts. And lastly, schedule or chain tasks together using VBA or Office scripts. It's a lot to remember, so I've put this together in a quick reference table you can grab from the link in the description. Sometimes the most powerful solution isn't choosing one tool, it's knowing how to combine them. So let's look at when to mix and match. Power Query and Power Pivot are perfect for building scalable dashboards. Power Query cleans and loads the data. Power Pivot analyzes it using DAX and summarizes it in pivot tables and charts. For example, you receive monthly sales files. Power Query combines and transforms them and loads them direct to Power Pivot, which then uses this clean data to build interactive dashboards showing month-over-month and year-over-year trends. Power Query and VBA are best for automating data import and refreshing queries. Power Query handles the data prep, VBA adds automation. For example, you get a new CSV file every week, which runs as part of an overnight batch. VBA opens the Excel file containing the query and refreshes it for you before you even get to work, so your file is ready for your users to work with no matter what time zone they're in. Power Pivot and VBA are ideal for automating calculations or reporting tasks. Power Pivot does the heavy lifting with DAX, while VBA controls output, like exporting or emailing reports. For example, you analyze financial data in Power Pivot and then use VBA to export PDF snapshots of various filtered views of the report and then automatically sends it via Outlook to the relevant stakeholders. Now you know when to use Power Query, Power Pivot, and VBA or Office scripts. What if you could take everything you just learned and build interactive dashboards that update themselves? No manual work needed. That's exactly what Power BI lets you do. In this video, I'll show you the basics and how to get started, even if you've only used Excel so far. I'll see you there.